Okay, this is Unplug 'em. I have an addendum to the video I did earlier on my R2D2. I found out that yet another plane has come down, and the signs and symbols are all around. And let's see what we found. First of all, the 116 dead, an inversion on the 911. And I have to play the first video because you have to realize I did not know a third plane had come down. Although the prophecy said planes, plural, I said in that video that there would be more. It's just what I felt. However, I wasn't expecting to see these things because I had also said in that video that I believed that it had something to do with the anniversary of the Dark Night. Well, I looked that up, and that happened to be July 20th. Now, that was at the Century 16 Theater. Century is 100 plus 16 is 116. So you have the 9/11 inversion in both events. You have the July 20th distraction event, as we were told about even in Bobby Hemmett's videos. He has talked about the distractions that they do during July 20th. And I pointed out in the last video how I believe that it has to do with the devil's comparison to or being likened to a roaring lion, saying as a roaring lion or like a roaring lion, because he is not the lion, he's lying. He's copying off the real and true lion of the tribe of Judah. And it's all part of the dark night rising, and the devil is the dark night. It's all part of his rising, and this time that we're told that very soon the gates of hell is opening up, and we know demonic activity is ramping up. Well, I looked at some things concerning the plane. A couple of things jumped out at me. First of all, MD83. Of course, I did the simple math. The 8 and the 3 is 11. And even the, let me see, the 11 is also represented by the M. That is the 11th letter, is it not? Let me see. No. Excuse me, that's the 13th letter. All right, so we had the 13th and then the delta, right, of the D. All right, all of these symbols. And then what jumped out at me was Mali. Mali, first of all, that is the land of the Dogon tribe. And one of the oldest tales of reptilians, one of the most retold tales of reptilians, is that of the Dogon, which is no god backward, of Mali. And in the prior video, we talked about Mal or Malo, malevolent, okay, maleficent, like the Disney movie. The malnutrition, okay, it is another symbolic a word or meaning for evil. In Latin, in Spanish, malo is evil. All right, and then the flight number. Let me move my pause. Then the flight number, 5017, added up 13. And that I thought really jumped out at me. They say it crashed about 40 miles from Gao in Mali, or near Mali, or right on the outskirts, and it was going from Ouagadougou en route to Algiers. So any more connections that can be made about that, please do share them. But I thought that this just had to be added to what I shot earlier this morning, because I was having some difficulties with my equipment. I had to use my phone, so I had no idea that this other plane had gone down and what was going on. So again, we know that the spirit realm, there's no time and space to the spirit realm, but I'm just really trying to understand why would this information be released. You know, what could we do, you know, by having foreknowledge of this? But do take a look at some of these things that's going on around us. The Brooklyn Bridge, white flags, definitely being symbolic of, I believe, of the surrender or the submission to the two pillars that represent the black and white chessboard game, or the two sides being controlled by one chess master, who is the Dark Knight. and how I believe New York is going to play a part in this before we're all said and done. The pillars atop the Brooklyn Bridge being draped with whitewashed American flags to symbolize a submission. And I believe that it's all connected to some things we said in the prior video. Too many things are, I believe, pointing towards we're really at the cusp of a great world war. All of these things will be connected to, this one was shot down by this country, and this one was shot down by that country. Chaos, orchestrated chaos to bring their predicted order. So this is Unplugging. We will return tomorrow again with some of the things that you guys are going to comment, I'm sure, about, and some of the other things that you've commented on and questions that you've asked. We still got a backlog of those, but you know, if you can, you know, just help me understand what you think that was all about. July 16th, the prediction was made that planes would begin to fall from the sky. So once again, this is your guy, Unplug 'em. Jesus is real. This ain't comic view, but you need Jesus. Shalom.